All right, let's start the morning off with some Tetris. Oh, my controller fell asleep. Alrighty, right. I feel like getting Tetris to wake you up is a good means of production. I don't know. I just love the game, so here I go. I hope the volume. Why is my volume missing? Why? Oh, here we go. Hopefully y'all can hear it better now. Alrighty. If you can't hear it, you gotta let me know in the chat. And I will fudge monkeys. You know? That's what happens when you're not paying attention to Tetris. You instantly mess yourself up. I gotta figure out a way to fix my mistake. Starting off strong. No. Okay, I feel like I'm having a delay here, and that I need to calculate. So the first game is probably not gonna go well. Oh, yeah. I'm already... Yeah. Fudge monkey! Okay. Why do I have lag on my end? This is not how the Tetris is supposed to go. Oopsie. You know what? It's okay. We'll just die quickly. And then... No! See... Okay, I'm just gonna kill myself. Oh my gosh, that was so bad. That was so bad. Alright, we're gonna try that again. Now that I know that there's a weird lag happening. That is rough. If it's too much laggy, I'll have to switch it to something else. So. Whee! Is anyone else out there a Tetris fan or play Tetris 99? I want to think I'm pretty good, but based off of what y'all just saw, it did not seem like it. I've gotten first place in Tetris 99 before, which allows you to enter a special category where you only go against those that are ranked that got ranked first place in Tetris 99. I think my main issue is that there aren't too many. It depends on when you go on. There aren't too many people who've made that ranking. So there tends to be like a lot of bots, which is fine, but it makes me feel worse if I get destroyed by a lot of bots instead of like skilled people, you know. I used to play Tetris all the time. It was like a kind of like a tradition with me and my dad. He was definitely one where like he would not go easy on his kids in like these types of games. You had to learn just by constantly being destroyed. Um, so I learned that way, like trial by fire and everything. And when it was just him and I living together for a time, he works third shift, so we would play Tetris together before he would have to leave. And sometimes he'd be late going to work because he would want one more game in. Um, I think he was just like surprised on how good I became over college, and it was fun, you know, just one more game, playing together, wee, all that cool stuff. So yeah, that got me into Tetris. And fun fact, I did a mini research report on this in school. Playing Tetris, they say within 6 hours after a traumatic event, can help reduce the development and intensity of PTSD because it helps give your brain a different thing to focus on that doesn't like Fudge monkeys. Uh, that doesn't take too much capacity or like forethought. Um, and by slowing down the organization process of your brain, it helps to get a better kind of like memory control of the incident you just experienced versus it being like categorized in everything. That's the problem with PTSD is that your brain is just so overwhelmed and it's trying to categorize the incident, what happened in all details as best as possible. It's just kind of shoving that memory everywhere. So that's why like smells and certain sounds and areas and everything can lead to such strong triggers. So they found that playing Tetris helps to prevent these smaller reminders to be such intense triggers. So I thought that was pretty cool. I've always kind of used Tetris as a coping mechanism, so that's what got me interested in doing that research. And yeah, so keep Tetris on your phone because it'll help someday. I would love to. Oh no. Ah! I would love to be able to enter the Tetris tournament that happens. Though I believe the Tetris tournament really only happens in Texas. And being the queer rainbow rabbit that I am, makes me a little nervous to go to Texas, not gonna lie. Um, is playing in a Tetris tournament that I probably will not place very highly in be worth everything that happens in Texas against queer people? I don't think so. Not until things change for the better. That's all I'll say. Uh, I do want to visit. As a kid, I had the dream. I started this cool project where I had a white shirt, and because my parents would road trip with us, and we'd go on long road trips. So I would want to get signatures on the shirt from locals from the state. That's not a good spot. Because I thought it'd be really cool to someday have like this shirt filled up and it would have like all 50 states, you know? Silly goose amateur moves over here. See, that's the only thing with like Tetris. If I try to communicate while playing, I do not play as well. But it is a new skill I am developing. That's how I'll phrase it. As I'm trying to hold back a sneeze. I apologize ahead of time. Sorry. Oh, fudge monkeys, that's not where I wanted that piece to go. It's not the worst spot, but now I have this awkward positioning. Yikes. Oh, I think that sneeze did me in. Because it's getting faster. And I am not in the best position. You know, I am making. See, this is my wake up. This is helping me to wake up, and I got to adjust for lag again because I didn't. Okay. Somehow I'm in the top 10, y'all. Ugh, that's not. You know, the crazy thing is because I'm a noob. Oh, what? No. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Oh no. What happened? I mean, that's not bad. I got 10th place. Yeah. I'll sign in. I'll try another game. One more time. Wee. Let's see. I have two viewers. Hello. I don't see your username. I guess because you're not in the chat, which is fine. But I don't know who you are. But I hope you're enjoying the newbiness because I am the noob gamer. Oh, wow. Whoa. Okay, I don't know why my VTuber model just like shrinks and expands like that, but it does. I gotta figure it out. No! Thank you. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. I used to work in a youth group home, and I would just start randomly singing that around the youths, uh, just like to mess with them when they were like doing their best to like annoy us or something. I would do that. I would also dab in front of them, um, to just mess around. And I would sometimes be like, "Well, if you don't behave when we're in public, I'm a dab." And they would be like, "Don't do that." I'd be like, "Mm, then don't be a little meanie. Don't be a jerk. I will dab. You see me do it before, and I'll do it here. I don't care." Just some fun ways to like, you know, communicate with them. And yeah, I had a kid one time be like, "Piff, it pisses me off that I can't get under your skin." Because if you've ever worked with behavioral kids, they love to find how to push your buttons. And I told the kid, "You can try." And then I dabbed. And they rolled their eyes, but they had to laugh at that. The power of the dab. I want to know why people think the dab is so cringe. I just think it's super funny, and I just dab for the bit at this point because people find it so cringy, but I don't understand why it's cringy. Honestly, I don't understand why a lot of things are cringe. Um, yeah, so I think people are just. I am not gonna make it, y'all. I was just wombo comboed. I don't see how we're making it out of this one. We are. Ooh, no, I only got 60, not even into 50. Yikes, people are savage this morning. And one more time. And then maybe I'll do a marathon just of me to see how far I can get without getting thwarted by people. Which I mean, good on them. But also like Tetris 99, when you start in, you can either specifically attack people, you can randomly attack people, and you could go after people off of like their rank or their badges to try to knock them out. So sometimes, um, like or you can do like KOs where you only do an attack that you know is gonna like really do someone over. And how you do an attack in this game is basically when you clear a line. Clearing a line, um, especially if you do like more lines in a row, Tetris is obviously the ultimate attack, and you send that towards whomever you pick the target. So you see all those little flashy lights happening in the background. That is why, because they are sending their stuff to attack everybody else. Like, morning, are you ready? Yay! My father would always just randomly sing that. So now it's a stim of mine. Thank you, Father. Whee! Tetris is also really good with helping to develop like spatial and like all the spatial skills and everything. Obviously, having the little block shadows greatly help, but OG Tetris does not have that, and I'll play that from time to time as well, and that is significantly more difficult. Um, I love playing Mirror as well. I don't think they have that mode on Tetris 99. I lost my Puyo Puyo Tetris cartridge, so I only have Tetris 99 really to play Tetris on for my Switch. We don't want to do that. We're gonna do that. It's haha, see? That was. the correct move at the time. Well, now I I did one thing right, and then I just did not follow through with that. Okay. You haven't I talked too much. Get yourself in trouble. Did anyone that's like a really niche movie, The Real McCall. That song, you talk too much, get yourself in trouble is from that movie. That's the ah! Eh! Get in. Come on, we can get back down. Maybe, maybe. Keep at it. No, yes. Making our way downtown, walking fast, eating trash. We're playing Tetris. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Oh man, yeah, I don't have anything that's gonna save me. So we're just gonna have to chip away. Of course, now you're here. Mm. Oh boy. I hope y'all can't hear my neighbors. They are talking very loudly, and I can hear them through my headphones. Um, Unfortunately, I don't currently have a studio room set up right now, so there's probably a lot of background sound, and I am sorry. I don't do this professionally. Sorry. I need water. I'll drink water after this, but I cannot take a water break now. The Tetris gods do not allow for that to happen. Mm, we we got this. We've got this together. It's the festival of friendship. And a MLP fan. See, usually when I do Tetris, like by myself, I'm just very, very silent and I kind of go into like a meditative state where I just like think about stuff. Can't hear anything, don't worry. Oh no, what do you mean? You can't hear me talking? Oh, fudge. I can't stop it. It says, can't hear background, can hear you. Okay, okay, I will try to figure that out after this. I appreciate the feedback. Uh, don't worry, I'll probably die soon. No! No, no! That was, okay. That was painful. I totally had that. And that, okay, okay. I don't know. Okay, so it says on my end that you guys should be able to hear the. Yeah, as in I cannot hear your neighbors or anything else besides you in the game. Oh, see, you gotta be specific. So you can you hear the Tetris music in the background? That is what I need to know. Yes, I could hear the. Okay, okay. I thought it was. Oh shit! I just shrunk. I thought it was just like no sound, and I was like, okay, you can hear me, but you can't hear the. Okay, as long as you can't hear my noisy neighbors or the construction, then we are baller. Thank you for the clarification. Thank- So, all right, I'm gonna. You know, I should set my shit up. See, I'm just set up at my kitchen table with everything. Oh my God. So I live above a daycare now because why wouldn't you just put a random daycare in an apartment complex? and then not tell the other residents that lived there. Like my landlord was trying to cover up that there was a daycare here. And sometimes these kids just sound like dying whales. So I'm glad you cannot hear the dying whales beneath me. That sounds like how kids, well, yeah. Yeah, reasons why I will not take kids of a certain age into my life. I rather work with teenagers and foster teenagers. Because, like, most of the time, they'll be quiet, which is nice, but also I could try to have, I have a higher chance of having a conversation with a teenager than I do with a child of like a toddler age or younger. And then even about, I don't know. Like I love working with kids. Crayola was the best job I ever had with the knowledge of I can work with that and not bring that home into my life every day. That is, I understand myself, and that is how I keep the peace in the world. No, sometimes it is like one time, I don't, it was like late at night too. But the neighbors beneath me just like around 7 o'clock at night just like yelled out, "What are you doing in the kitchen? Yo, come over and watch this kid make a sandwich." I'm like, what is happening? What kind of sandwich needs this announcement? I don't think they were impressed by the sandwich making skills. That's the thing. So I am very curious how the rest of that story went down, but it went quiet. And I couldn't hear more past the floorboards, which is fine by me. But anyways, freaking lag. Ooh, I can fix it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. See, we are we are fixing it. Ta-da! You wouldn't even have known. Perfect. We got it. We're all in this together. Never watched that musical, but it was all over when I was growing up, so now it's stuck in my brain. Uh, Anyways, before I made that silly goose mistake, I was going to ask to my friends that are hanging out with me this morning, how are y'all doing? I appreciate you guys coming out to help support me get out of bed because mental health has had me in the trenches as of late. And this helps motivate me to get up out of bed, even if there's just one person watching or no one watching. Um, it just helps. So I appreciate my friends for coming by. Ooh, big thing of text. Can I read it? And not, no, I cannot read it and continue to play. We will pause it. Let's see. There's a local market I volunteer for monitoring the arts and crafts room, and there's no, yeah, there's mostly teens and adults who come in, but sometimes kids will come in, and guiding them through different crafts and seeing how happy it makes them is very rewarding. But besides that, ew, gross. Yeah, totally, totally. That is how I feel. Um, I think people who genuinely want kids and can handle that sound, good on y'all, because that is not for me. Like when I worked at Crayola, it was really fun. I got to teach kids how to make slime because I was a slimeologist. I got to help other arts and crafts. I was even the mascot crayon, which I wanted to do, and my higher ups were like, nobody wants to be the crayon. What the heck? I'm like, you don't understand. I want to be the crayon. I'm a furry. This is my element. Um, and I had a great time. And most of the times, like the kids were fine, and I loved it. But every now and then, I would just hear kids like doing that high pitched wail scream, and I'm like, that is birth control at work right there. We will not be bringing a small child of screamy Mimi age into our life outside of work and in the wild. I don't understand how people can hear that sound and all that and be like, yes, I want that. I want that in my life. Give me screaming toddler sounds for multiple years. That will bring me joy. I don't understand that. Maybe it's because I'm Arrow Ace and that does not hit me the same as other people, but I very much relate to that part in Hell of a Boss where it's like, oh son, ugly sound. Stop this he and this bitch crying. That would be me. And that's why I know I would not fit that role properly. But working at Crayola and working with the kids, yes, company sponsored fursuit. Well, yeah, yes, you see, like the crayon outfit is actually fuzzy. So you're in this giant tube where you it goes past your knees, so you can't really bend your knees. And the crayon is minky, like very short minky kind of texture. Because like kids are hugging it and everything, so they don't want it to be, I don't know, like something gross. And you can't have like long fur on it because it's weird. But even like the pictures of their sentient crayons are kind of fuzzy, and that's a little weird. But anyways, um, I loved being the mascot because you would do like a set for 20 minutes. It would be very hot, mind you. This was Florida, and like even though we are in an air conditioned building, there's still a lot of like machines running and making it warm inside, blah blah blah. All that stuff. Fursuit life. And there was supposed to be oh sorry. This is the Tetris sounds you're gonna get from me. There was supposed to be a fan um in the suit itself to like help cool you down, but it just wasn't there. I don't know if they like removed the fan or what, but it just wasn't there. So you're just straight up stuck in this crayon suit where you can't bend your knees. And you have to have a handler, of course, because you can't see too well. And it was great because I would do that for like 20 minutes. Then I would get like a 30-minute break in the back room by myself, like no one bothering me. I could just sketch and chill. I know some people would take naps, and I can't blame them. And then you would suit up and you would do like 5 sets in a day as this crayon, and then you'd be done. You just like make sure the suit's washed, and if there wasn't much going on, sometimes they'd let you go home early. Usually I would stay like a little bit later to do like other stuff. Because again, I actually really enjoyed that job. So, and needed the money, not gonna lie. So I would stay a little bit later. But they gave me like free range. So they'd be like, yeah, Piff, go do whatever you think needs to get done. Because they trusted me and I was like a good employee and I had a good relationship with like the managers and blah, all that good stuff. I had left that job not because of the job itself. I left it because it was only part time, paying me like 17 an hour, and that I got 2 raises in the year that I worked there. And the economy is butt. And they would have us work like full-time hours, but only keep us as like part-time employees because that's like the running thing in a lot of places in Florida because they don't want to pay for like benefits and stuff. But they're like, ooh, per company needs, and because Florida's a right to work state, we can have you work 40 plus hours this week, not give you benefits, and then like slash your hours later and like you get bing bonged. So that really sucked. And I wanted to get out of the South because of everything that's happening in the South. So I got a job working in the mental health department. And now I am up north. Ta-da! I bounced. Up north again. Ooh, I need to set up the chat better so it's more easily accessible for my eyeballs. You know what? We're gonna do that right now. We're gonna pause that. You all deserve better. The reason number, giant number, we hate Florida. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I do miss Florida. Sorry, I was taking a water break. I miss Florida because like I had a lot of big stuff that happened to me in Florida. I grew up in Pennsylvania, um, went down to Florida soon after college. Later learned that like my college kind of set up like a pipeline to have us go to work for Disney, but that's another thing for another time before I go on my Disney rants. And so my partner and I, we moved down to a state where we didn't know anybody, just the two of us and our rabbit. Uh, within like 48 hours or less of getting our licenses too. We drove down in a black Saturn Ion that had no working air conditioning and it never got fixed for all the years we were down in Florida with that thing. So we moved down to Florida. I set up an interview for like to inspect an apartment, you know? And I was told like, "Oh yeah, a lot of like Disney people work here and blah blah blah." So we're at the Airbnb until it's time for the interview of this building to walk around, whatever you want to call it. And we go, and I go to the front, and they are bewildered. They're like, "We haven't had an opening in this complex for like over a year. We could put you on a wait list." Like, but I was talking with somebody. They're like, "Who were you talking to?" And I showed them the emails. They're like, "Yep, but nope, we don't have anything." So that was great. I started working while living in this Airbnb, essentially. Like, we had to extend our stay at the Airbnb. Um, yeah, so that was a mad scramble. We found an apartment, $800 in the ghetto, but it was great. We didn't care. We had no furniture. We lived on the floor for months, ate on the floor, slept on the floor. Uh, we were floor people, you know? Because it was just whatever we could pack in our tiny car and our rabbit, and we came down. So yeah, we got my first apartment down there. I got my name changed in Florida, which actually happened at Crayola, which is funny. Yes, you remember that car. I love that Saturn Ion. It was a good car. No AC, couldn't go above 80 miles an hour without rattling like crazy because you'd think it'd fall apart. The car got broken into once. They stole my arcade wallet. It had like 1,000 points, and we were gonna get the really big, like alien squishy squishamole, like, and they stole it. They didn't know it was an arcade car. They just like broke into my car, stole a wallet, took it. So, hope they're disappointed. Um, but the thing is with the Saturn Ion, because that company doesn't exist anymore, if you want to fix it, it's a lot of money. And or you gotta junkyard all the parts to make it cheaper. And I was paying more in insurance, car insurance, than what that car was worth, which was very annoying. So, but don't get me, I love that car because it had a steel frame, which meant when I got booty bumped a couple times while driving, you know, people weren't slowing down when they were supposed to, and it like hit the back of the car. Um, it left no damage because of the steel frame, and that was great. Didn't have to worry about that. And I did significantly feel safer that if I were to get into a car accident, the steel framing of my car would keep me safer than modern cars that are designed to crumple when they're hit. Which, like, they're supposed to have fault areas where they crumple and not supposed to crumple on the person. But also, conspiracy here makes you need to get a new car sooner if it just easily takes damage. I don't know. It's like it wins some, lose some in that. It makes your car lighter, so like you technically save on gas, but then like it easily takes damage, and then you have to like try to repair it, or you just go around with all the broken bits of the car, which is notorious in Florida. Let's see. I felt like Mr. Incredible when I had to drive that car. Yeah, you were really tall for that car. The Saturn Ion was definitely not meant for taller or bigger people. It was definitely a smaller person type of car, which is why I liked it. But yeah, it was. I totally forgot that you had to like crumple to get into that car. I remember when you had to rescue me at work and drive my car. One of you guys had to drive my car, because my new antidepressant medication uh was making me unsafe to drive until I got that adjusted. Fun. Ew, there's no good spot to put anything. Time to get crafty. That was me. Whee! My only one in the chat. My OG. Let's see. I want to know who. Oh wait, you know what? I think the other two viewers are just me. Um, because I had something set up on my laptop because I was trying to. I can't figure out how to adjust the name of the stream. Okay, I wanted to adjust the name. I can't figure it out. I was trying to figure it out on my laptop. Was not happening. Um, And then I have my phone set up so I can easily see the chat because I switched over to Meld Studios instead of OBS and I'm trying to figure out how to get everything set up. And clearly I don't do this often. So that's funny. I'm my own supporter. Sorry. Yes, I need to drink my water. Yes, I would appreciate the help beforehand. I am the noob. I am the noob streamer. I am the noob gamer. I am the silly goose, the silly Billy. I am not the goat. I am the shape-shifting bun that does not know how to do this type of stuff, but I just needed something to motivate me out of bed because mental health's a thing. You are the rabbit. I am. I'm the Benoy. The Benoy Nanoy. But yeah, I do miss Florida. I got my first house down in Florida. Mistake that was. Um, But I got my name changed in Florida. I had my top surgery in Florida. I got married in Florida. I have met. Oh my gosh, I need water. Sorry, I'm dying. Water break. Blah. Dead, dying. Oh, a friend messaged me saying that she popped in the stream for a moment, but she couldn't remember her login for Twitch, so she couldn't comment. I appreciate you for DMing me, my friend. Um, and I forget what I was saying except for Florida. I don't miss the weather that much. My partner does. My partner is an autistic reptile that would love to just die in the heat every day and thought that was comfortable weather. I enjoy the cold. I enjoy the seasons that change. It makes me happy to see, like, it's easier to tell the passing of time. It's, but also seasonal depression. Actually, when I first moved out of Florida back up north, the doctor said that I had a vitamin D deficiency because I was just so used to getting it naturally at like just being outside and everything in Florida. Um, and up in New England, there's significantly less sunny days, especially because I came in like at the end of summer. So, uh, sorry, I bing bonged myself. I can fix this. We're gonna have some growing pains. I got this. Yeah, so I had to take vitamin D pills for a bit because my body was just not used to the lack of constant sunshine. It's the sunshine state for a reason. Anyways, I do want to get better at streaming. No ambition to like become a full-time streamer, or like, I don't think that would ever happen. I am Anyway, my intentions are I want to start something called the Fruitful, where I mostly use the time to talk about like LGBTQ plus things in the world. It's a silly pun for those of us who get it. The fruitful. Um, Help answer questions, hang out, talk about queer stuff, uh, good stuff, bad stuff, solidarity, and moving forward and how the world is. That type of stuff. I'm sure other things would be mixed in because, we're queer all the time, and all the time there's something going on that affects us. But I want to be able to like figure that out and like maybe do a consistent stream. Probably every other week because I am busy with full-time work and running my nonprofit and being a mentor and everything else I do. Speaking of my nonprofit of the Rainbow Rabbit Wandering Wardrobe, I'm hosting a free workshop today. Later today, I'm going to be hosting a shoot decorating workshop. So last month, it was Sewing 101, learning the basics of sewing. That workshop's going to happen once a season, so spring, summer, fall, winter, and the in-between workshops are going to be a variety of like simple, fun, chill hangout, like the shoe decorating today, and then there's going to be some other stuff that'll be like more skill development kind of thing. You make a great streamer. Also, I hold on, let me set myself up. See, I think you would make a great streamer. Also, I am so sad I can't go to your workshop. I would have loved to help with it. Yes, I'm still down to like if I could somehow. 'Cause I want to visit Florida, and I started my workshop, or not my workshop, but I got my footing of my nonprofit down in Florida. And actually, I got emails from people who saw my flyers down south and were asking me if they could send donations. I'm like, if you want to mail it up here, yeah, but I don't live there no more. I'm sorry. Um, but I would love to like somehow bring the wardrobe. Like I visit Florida, and one of the days I'm like hosting a workshop, and I have my wandering wardrobe for people to take clothing home and all that good stuff. I wouldn't be bringing my supply down there unless I'm driving, but that's like a 16 plus hour drive now. So, and gas is stupid. And I wonder how long taking the train. That was a bad move. How long it would be to take the train, um, down south. It'd probably take like 2 days because we refuse to invest in bullet trains for some reason. Yeah, 2, 3 days. Because I'm looking into taking a train to Pittsburgh for AfroCon, instead of driving, depending on like how plans go. And that's already like 13 hours, which it's normally a 9-hour drive. So that's an additional 4 hours without accommodating for, something going wrong. Because there's always something that's gonna cause the trains aren't ever on time. No, nothing's really ever on time. That's just how life is. And so that 9-hour drive is going to be a 13, 14-hour train ride. And that's where you have to get off a train and get onto the next train. So you got to hope you don't miss that train and that train's running on time, which probably isn't, and all that fun stuff. So yeah, taking a train down south would be a while. I would try to take a bus if you can. It's much cheaper in the train, but it's much. Yeah, so I was looking into the bus, and the bus was only like 2 hours shorter from at least from where I live to Pittsburgh. And it was slightly cheaper at the moment, but because of gas, I don't trust that price to be staying. And not to mention, like, there's a difference of you're stuck on a train for 13 hours, but you're able to get up and move. When you're on a bus, you are stuck in that position the entire time, unless there's like a rest stop. You can get up and stretch your legs But for the train, I can get up, walk up and down the train cars, like do all that stuff, get some stretching in. If I got the booth to myself, I can take a little nappy if I want. Um, so for me, it's more worth it, like the extra hours, 2 hours to just ride on a train and be able to move around than being stuck on a bus. I also like my dad grew up, sorry, I grew up with my dad who is totally the traintism. His job was trains. His hobby was trains, like model trains, working on steam trains for fun in his free time, going to train conventions and train, you name it, my dad was there. He will never admit he's autistic. He's one of those, I'm not, blah, blah, blah. But he had the traintism so hard. Um, so I think I got kind of the traintism from him. Uh, let's see. Trains are vastly superior, but buses are just much cheaper. Yeah, but there's a reason why they're cheaper. Also, like I've done like longer bus rides before. Eh, there's like the bathroom's messed up, then you're so doomed. But if you're on a train and the one bathroom's messed up, it might be a longer walk, but there's gonna be another bathroom. Or if something, you can move your seat on the train. Like obviously there's like the fancy car, so you gotta pay more money for, which I never do because I'm a broke bun. But I can still move to another train car if I want to. So I'll do that. I don't want to be stuck. See, this is why I never went to prom. Well, there's a lot of reasons why I never went to prom. But one of the reasons was the school was like, okay, once you're at prom or school dance, we're going to lock all the doors and you're not allowed to leave until your parent comes for you or something. Which, like, I understand, like, kids aren't allowed to leave until their guardian comes because people are going to go do something stupid. But being, like, locked in and not being allowed to leave was not a definition of a good time for me. So I did not go as one of the main reasons as to not going to a school dance. So same goes for like a long bus ride. Car rides, that's a different story. Like I'm driving or someone I know is driving and like, we can stop whenever, blah, blah, blah. I love car rides. I love road trips. I like driving. I think all that's a good time. My grandfather actually used to be a racer, a professional, well, semi-professional. He was like in the lineup to getting to that level kind of situation. So I think I got the car, maybe cartism. I don't know that much about. I know more about trains than I know about cars. Even though I use a car more often than a train. But yeah. So, anyways, trains take a while because we refuse to build bullet trains. If we have no reason not to have bullet trains in the United States. There's literally no reason. If like France has a bullet train system and they're sick, I need you guys to understand that the country of France is smaller than the state of Texas. Or at least Alaska. I do believe it's smaller than the state of Texas, but I know it is definitely smaller than Alaska. So that country is significantly smaller than some of our states, and they have a bullet train system set up. Why? Because it's efficient, and it helps save money and time, and everybody likes it, and it's a much smoother ride than a normal train, because you're being pulled by magnets. So it's just like a gliding instead of a chugging along. But like, I grew up with trains, so that's a soothing thing for me. But I'm just saying in general, It's so much. I've been on a bullet train before. This is also why I'm an advocate for the bullet train. Silly goose move. I'm not getting the pieces. There we go. Um, but yeah, bullet train. It's also like it's efficient because you're being pulled by magnets. Like you need some electricity to get started and to slow down and monitor the speed, of course. But you are having the momentum and the magnets just pulling you along. So it takes less energy to go even faster than it does with our current train systems. So it's just an overall win. People get the places faster, smoother ride, more efficient and energy wise. Um, there's, yeah. But no, we don't have them here. Why? Because stupid. That's the only answer I have. Because stupid, it probably because of capitalism. Just blame everything on capitalism. It did it. It deserves it. It's that like abusive bully that even further out in life you're like, it was definitely that bully's fault. That's why I'm fucked up. It's that bully. But you're not wrong. But unlike a bully that you could potentially just move away from, capitalism is everywhere. And that's why I provide free workshops and free clothing and other items to people because I'm trying to fight against fast fashion and crippling capitalism. Yeah. What time is it? Ooh, my partner's gonna be going on break soon, so maybe they'll watch my stream for a while. Ha ha ha. Though I don't think they have a Twitch account, so they probably won't be able to comment. But if I see the number go up, then I'll know that we was down. Coming to say hi. They can see me be the true noob streamer that I am. This is so. I've been playing this same. I've been playing this for 30 minutes now. The same Tetris game. Not bad. It's so meditative. I wish there was more Tetris tournaments. I don't want to go to Texas to be part of a Tetris tournament. Honestly, I feel like we'd be able to do Tetris tournaments. Well, of course, you can do most of the virtual games online, but like, yeah, never mind. As soon as I started saying it, I realized like people can like it's harder to make sure people aren't cheating, and all that stuff. But also like being at a tournament where there's actual people, the energy, that's so much more fun, you know? But like Tetris tournament, it's interesting because unlike other gaming tournaments where you're on a team, you're just soloing it. It's just you. You know, there's no like favorite fighter for people to cheer on. It's like that is my favorite formation of blocks. Go straight P's. Yeah, buddy, you got this. No. But Just Dance did have a Tetris dance. So, you know, that's some pieces gotta be someone's favorite. I used to be in the camp where like the line piece was the best piece. And don't get me wrong, it is still pretty up there. But I've definitely moved more into every piece is valuable. But you just gotta know how to set it up and like how to work with it. That's the key. Like I used to absolutely hate the block piece. I was like, what? It's annoying. Like it messes me up all the time. Blah blah blah. Like before I figured out the secrets of the block piece and just making sure you have a good setup. A panic there. That's like the line piece. It's pretty convenient. Conveniency is its number one reason for being loved. That's why people are complacent. Don't mind me. trying to fix the mistake. The Tetris gods said, you know what? We're gonna see how good you really are. Let's see if I can figure this out. Oop. See, that's like you gotta find a way to for your. Okay, we are not doing it, but we can figure this out. Nope. You know what? Never. Ah. No, no, nope. That did not scoot over where I wanted it to. Okay. Time to lock in or die. That is the message here. That is the moral of our story. Lock in or die. Nope. Oh, I almost oopsie whoopsie that one. See, okay, we recovered. We were able to recover there. Like they just gotta lock in or die. That is the moral of life in America. Even if you lock in, you're still gonna probably die an avoidable death. Because that is the American way. Ah! Oh! Did the speed! And I tried looking at the chat for a second, and now the work I did needs to be redone. No, no, I shouldn't. See, that's what happens when you get to the Speedy Gonzalez. No, no, why did you do that? The Speedy Gonzalez level. But they're like, you know what? We're just going to instantly drop these. You don't get a choice. Haha, get bing bonged. No, no, why would you do that? All right. I am. What did we say? No. We say we lock in or we die. Ooh, I got a teaspoon. See, that's where the block is helpful. See, people need to understand that Tetris blocks have something similar. No! Have something similar. No, fuck me. Apparently, I'm not allowed to share the secrets of Tetris. I'm being punished for it, clearly. We're not making it out of this one alive. We could just avoid the postpone the. Yeah, no, never mind. Okay. Well, that was a spectacular death right there. But I lasted for 37 minutes. So that's something. Ugh. I'm going to change out of Tetris and see all my games. And we're going to do something that is a different brain capacity. Do Pokey World. Man, I think this game is actually a good game. I know a lot of people want to complain about it because they need something to complain about, and if it's anything Pokemon related, they will complain about it because it's an easy target. But I do think this is a fun, good game. I enjoy it. we're gonna start. We'll do a casual as a warm up, and then we'll do a ranked. But like for a free game where I can import my shinies in Pokemon Go, where like their stats are always butt, and I don't really use them for anything other than to like look at. I can import them in here and adjust their stats and make them actually playable for free. I'll take it. I think honestly the graphics aren't that bad, you know. Ah, shoot. We got to move. All right. Oh, I don't have any water types. That would be helpful. Oh, they have the other poison psychic. Haha. I'm gonna put you in. Do I want to put you in? I'm gonna put you in. No. I'm gonna put you in. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I need. No. No. I don't have the opportunity. See, like, that's the only problem. Was my little twink. It's like trying to find a good spot to put myself in this game because I feel like no matter where I go, I'm blocking something important. And that's a problem. We're gonna do a sunny day. And we're gonna do some bleach. Give me the life I want. My motto. Okay, let's see. Okay. We're moving the chair. But I'm not. Why am I not moving? Come on. Hold on. I got another way up. I'm doing it the silly goose way. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. Okay, let's see. What if I... Ha ha ha! I'm just scooting along. Scoot a boot. Alright. I think this is going to be probably the best position for me to be in, where I'm not blocking out super important stuff. Alright, Jinbei. You are being thanked for your services. And we're switching you out for now. Actually, no, we're not going to switch you out for that Pokemon. That's a bad idea. We're going to switch you out. Yes. There we go. See, I can think... This Rotom's going to be annoying, so I'm going to try to take out Wash Rotom Wash, whatever it's called. Also, feel free to give any Pokemon name suggestions, because I love giving them very silly names. Goodbye! So long, farewell, the rest of the words I don't remember. Oh, there's the Charizard. I used Solar Beam on the Charizard. Damn, I should have stayed with the Hippo. Oof. Well, we tried. Oh. Dang, y'all. Oh, wrong. Nope. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to figure stuff out. See, it blocks the text there. I don't know where I can go. Alright, let's see if we can survive this. And try to take you out. Of course, we get our Mega Evolve in. Trying to shrink down. Oh, well. This is not our game, y'all. This is not the winning game. No, no siree. No bun. I'm not pulling this one out. It's okay. This is why we did the practice and we didn't do the rank. This is a new team I've been trying to work on. Yes, thank you for coming in to see me get destroyed. Yes, again, I'm trying to work on this new team. Clearly it has a long way to go. It was doing okay last night, but not enough, and that's okay. We will just learn. Notes for next time, as I like to say. Look at that shiny! Ah, he looks so good! Definitely one of my favorite shinies. Like, I think they did a really good job at Embor's Mega Evolution. I think he looks great. But Frozen, not today! Oh, dang, that did more damage than I thought I was gonna do. Yeah, well, this is where we call it quits, y'all. This was not the team. And my partner's officially on break now. Just in time to see me get destroyed. Yes, we will continue. We will continue, and we will try to learn if I might switch to another team. Because I had the free version, I can only have 3 teams preset. If you put money into game, you can have like double-digit number for a team preset, so you just swap through them. Okay, let's see if we can be smart. Aww. They got 2 water types, which makes me a little weary. Oh, they got a shiny Sylveon. I'm trying to find out a way to get these 2 out first and do a cool wombo combo that I can only pull off every now and then. And I'm still trying to figure it out. It's my emo dog. Your steel, your water. I think I'm gonna put you in. Okay. Sadly, I can't stay for any longer. I got some errands to run before doctor's appointment. Well, no, thank you for hanging out. It was really nice. It helps me to get up in a better headspace and start my day off. So, thank you. I hope your errands and everything goes well. And yeah, you have a good time. In a few days. I hope it goes well. Words. You know, we're just gonna do what we can to survive. I don't remember hitting that button. Okay, that wasn't me. For some reason, I thought it was me. Ah! Yo! Man, I need to do more voice exercises before streaming. That's what I'm gonna say. Bye, friend! I think we're gonna do this. Meganium's gonna get thrashed. So we're gonna... You have the heal. We're gonna see if this was smart. Probably not. I never said I was the smartest. I am the noob gamer after all. The noob gamer. Figuring it out. Notes for next time. I gotta think of a better jingle. Mold breaker. Don't tell me you missed. What the fuck? Mmm. Get slowed down by the slug. Haha. Get power-wised. Draco Meteor is because of your typing. But I'm also afraid, so we're gonna heal first and then save that for next time. Yeah, because that bugger's still alive. Thankfully, Jinbei got to go first. Yeah. Haha, you speed fell. But you took my berry! See, this is why we healed. Yes! Love that paralyzation when it actually works! I just want to get rid of this Tinkatan. Alright. Let's see if we can get a Wombo combo in here. I doubt we'll be able to take both of them out, but that'd be cool if we did. See, I don't want to get too small, but I don't know where to go where I'm not in the way. Maybe I'll just get rid of my chair. I'll just be standing. Standing for my poor knees. Go crunch every time I move them when I stand too long. That's why I gotta wear knee brace every day. Ooh, that's a cool shiny. Hello, I'm a Rouge. See, this me. It's a good thing we don't do the Sunny, because that would have bolstered their Armor Rouge. Let's see if I can get rid of their Glamour. Glim glam, glimmy. Glim glam, glimmy, glamour. Glamora. Ooh, I did forget it had that ability. Nice. Oh no, Tekudra! Man, they do not like my Kutra. Haha! I was able to get rid of it. There we go. Let's see. Hold on. I'm responding to someone. That is not a Twitch. That is not a Twitch. Just DMing. That's just easier to say. I mean, it's not very effective. Doesn't mean I don't know. Okay, right? Maybe? I don't know. Actually, I forgot they didn't have any other Pokemon. I'm gonna bring you in. And we're gonna, yeah, do that. Now I'm moving, the chair's not moving, which, like, kind of makes sense. Yeah, I figured you weren't gonna make it, Gudra. But you fought valiantly. Uh-oh. No, my boy's poisoned. Crunch time! Crunch it. I mean, it's not gonna do much. Hey, that's something. Ah, yes. Chip damage! You get to be the speedy boy. You get to take one of us out. But you can't take both of us out, I don't think. We're gonna hope not. Let's hope that emo dog boy L can pull it off. Because Jinbei's not gonna make it. Jinbei! One couldn't tell. Oh, yeah! Yeah. Can you go? Can you go first? Yes! Oh, yes, buddy, Jinbei, you survived because of L. One can tell I'm an anime fan. I actually thought I was going to lose at least another Pokemon. That was too bad. There we go. I got thrashed last time, but this time wasn't too bad. We'll do one more practice, and then we'll go into rank. See how that goes. Alright. Sorry, I moved stuff and my entire setup started shaking. Oh, they got some. See, I love. Whoa! My computer screen decided to go black. I love seeing all the fun shinies people are able to port over. Let's see. Don't use you too much. Let's see if we're gonna put you two up front. L did come in clutch. And we'll give Slowking a try. I'm gonna sneeze, maybe, potentially. Hey, we got 2 twinks. Gotta love it. They're more of a Twinkie because of their hair color. Ooh. Let's try and knock this guy out, because I feel like he might have a mecha coming. Yep. I called it. Look at that shiny boy. Well, cool, I wasn't targeting you anyway. Not really. Ah, there you go. Now to get rocked. Ah, good run! No! Oh, fuck. Damn, dog. Well. Earthquake is annoying. I'll just put it that way. No, we're gonna bring you in. And we're gonna get some chip damage in. And I don't like that move of yours. What the fuck? Okay. Well, we're not making out of this one. I gotta work on the speed aspect. I think that's one of the hardest things. Oops, sorry. Well, this will be a quick match. I'll try on one of my other teams. Ooh, I just cracked my neck. Yeah, we don't really have anything that's helping us out here. Yeah, well, you know what? That's fine, because I use Future Sight, so it'll take a couple times before it comes and hits you. Yeah, that stupid earthquake. Mm-hmm. Well, we all know we're not making it out of here alive, y'all. Dang it, see? Yeah. Yeah. It's just the emo dog. I got it up war. Roar. Rari rar rar. Rar rar. Goodbye, Gorchwomp. See, they are a little twink. They even had the other twink pose when throwing out a Pokeball. There can only be one twink, and they took the title. And you know what? I respect that. I gotta pull in one of my other teams. That's what happens when you do what just means you don't exactly know how it'll go until you're there, and then you die. Oh, annoying. Annoying. Yeah, there we go. We'll get to try again. Whee! Alright, we're gonna edit our team. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hey, that worked. No, I'm gonna win at a chair. Maybe, 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 maybe. I just think the chair's taking up too much space on the screen, so I'll just stand instead. Alright. We're gonna put in angel dust. For obvious reasons. Oh, sugar muffins. They got 3 grass types. Alright. We'll put you out then. We got a dragon. Do I want to put out you or you? You know what? My voice is gone. I need more water. That looks pretty queer to me. I'm totally like, oh my god, your outfit's so cute. Heck yeah. It's not the snow warning. Substitute. And we're gonna take that away. We're not giving this ice type an advantage. Oh, Jinbei. Yeah. Ah! We made it somehow. Thank you, Jinbei. But at least Angel Dust wasn't taken out. Alright. Jinbei, I don't think you're gonna survive. But we can try. Just because you turn order. Yeah. Bloop. You're gone. And that's like when the Pokemon life is so low, there's no point in like switching them out. What the trash? That was garbage. Garbage. Whatever. You know what? No, we're not. Yeah. It's just not my day. Come on, you. You're not the goo drug. You're the goo. The ditto. Alright. Let's see if we can. The goal is to take out one thing. But I'm afraid to Mega Evolve. See, we took out one of their Pokemon, so it wasn't a complete loss. Yay, thank you for avoiding the attack. Yeah, thank you for both of you guys avoiding the attack. The Ice Punch did nothing. I mean, might as well try to punch this. U-turn, he ain't going nowhere. No kidding, it's not very effective. Guess I got to go first. Yay, thank you. I think the sunny day is really helping with that. I'm gonna slow y'all down. Down, down, and we're coming around. Yeah, me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Of course it hits now. Well. Max. Again, I am noob gamer for a reason. Ugh. No point in Mega Evolving. I'm gonna die anyway. No point in adding that extra. See, that's the time to it. It's okay. I know how it goes. And it goes dud did with daddy. Did with daddy. Hyper. All right. Think we're gonna put you two up front. Think you'd be at least an even match against if they have a Mega Dragonite. Got two fire types. One fire type. What Angel does for support. Hi, 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 friend! You can watch me get destroyed in Pokemon. I'm just trying to figure out who I want to add onto the team last. Yeah. We're gonna go with Ditto. I am the noob gamer. Emphasis on the noob gamer. So don't expect anything amazing from me. I just wanted to start doing these morning streams because my mental health has been in the trenches. And doing the morning stream here kind of helps me get up for the day, gets me motivated. Hanging out with friends is a bonus. Yeah, it just makes me happy. It helps me, get out there. So I'll take it. I have a chance of paralyzation with that move. I don't think it'll happen, but we're gonna find out. I'm at work. I got to go to a meeting soon. Just stopping by to say hi. Well, thank you for saying hi. I appreciate the hello. Ah! Well, I should have done do life. Oh well. We zapped in the zoo. Yes, okay, we did get the paralyzation in, which was a low chance, but we did it. And I appreciate it. Ha! Get twatted. Let's see if we can at least do that. Let's... Yay! I'm glad you could stick around a little. See how much I get slash. I was playing Tetris earlier, and, I was playing Tetris for almost like 40 minutes, just in marathon mode, solid. Oh, heck yeah! There we go. I see. I was waiting for a trick room to happen. I've been meaning to get a Pokemon of mine that can do trick room because I do have a lot of slow guys. We're just gonna part of the course here because I want to get my Mudsdale's life up. Because the more damage they take, the better. So as long as I can keep them alive. Aha! They did Uno Reverso! Well played. Of course you avoided the gosh darn attack. Not the energy ball. See, this is why we did the life. We gotta keep this horse alive. Because chip damage is still damage. Come on, get the sand tomb. Get that going. We're just doing the same thing with Gudra. This is the main purpose of Gudra. Oh boy. Oh, not the horse. Eater the horse. Well, now I'm basically back at full health. Alright. Who do I want to bring in? We'll do the Ditto. Wee! Eat my toy toys! Torkoal! Tortoise! Can I please do some damage? Please! Oh yeah, so turtles and tortoises are different. Obviously, tortoises cannot swim and they die in the water, so don't put a tortoise in the water. And how a tortoise got its name, it's kind of like the origin root word for the name means twisted foot. Because a tortoise, if you look at their feet, like their claws and everything are more on the inside of their feet, like point towards each other instead of forward. It looks like a twisted foot, and hence the name. Sucks. So. You. The harsh sunlight faded. I don't think we're gonna get another move in before dying. But you know what we're gonna do here? You know it. We're gonna try to survive anyway. But I did it anyway. Oh, there you go. What? What the fuck? Bull. I call bull. Conspiracy theories, if you put actual money in the game, you get a better chances of your stuff working. I have no evidence of this. Okay, at least not for this game. Some other games, definitely. Like Neopets, especially back in the day. If you put money in the game, you would get a lot of good stuff. Like that random stuff, your chances of getting it, significantly higher. Tortoises are cute. One of my uncles had one that was ancient in his backyard. Yeah, tortoises are awesome. They live forever. Why not? We're not gonna live this. You know what? Do I? Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. I doubt we'll get a paralyze in, but it'd be cool. Goodbye, kiddo. How are your new kitties doing, my friend? I hope they're settling in well. Ha! Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Didn't die. That's all I'm celebrating that I didn't die. What are they gonna pull out? Probably the Charizard or something. Oh, okay, there you go, that works. And there it is. Let's see if we get rid of this guy. You know what we're doing again? You know it. I'm still standing no matter how much you destroy me. I don't know, man. I just know like some words to a song and then the rest of it just gets fumbled upon. Mold breaker. The most common thing I've seen in yeah, well. Correct. The freaking tree was faster than my shape. See, I love Pokemon. I am a Pokemon addict. I play multiple Pokemon games a day. Does not mean I'm I'm good at it. It's okay to enjoy something you're not good at. And of course I'm frozen. Why wouldn't I be? Oh, dang, okay. Hey! We're not going down without a fight. It's the whole point of the game. Whee! Ah! The tortoise is back. I didn't think it was gonna do that much damage. Oh, like they're totally gonna win this. There's no way they're not gonna win this. But this is really funny, actually. Um, I didn't think that we were both gonna have one Pokemon standing. Now, if their paralyzation kicks in, maybe I can knock them down a bit lower. I don't think I'm gonna one-shot them. I don't think I'm gonna win this. I just want to see how long I can last. Oh, see, there it is. There we go. Here's your Omega. The best version of Mega Dragonite that we could have gotten. Whee! Oh, what? 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 Yo, wait. I was not expecting this outcome. Holy frog. Dang. They've got to be seething. Wow. I am astonished that I pulled that off. Dang. Okay. There you go. Thank you, Gudra. I see, and this is why I'm glad I recorded it, so I can go back later and try to learn from it. Will I? Probably not anytime soon because I have finals. It's the end of college season and I'm dying. That's just it. I'm just dying. Oh, Mimikyu's gonna have a trick room, I'm sure. Steel. We've got two steel types, so I think I'm gonna want Jinbei in here. Do I want my muds down? I always do, because they're one of my favorites. But is it the smartest move is the other question. Well, we're gonna do it anyway. Of course, Gudra. I will do one with Angel Dust again, I promise. For those who don't know, in the olden days of Hazbin Hotel, like when it was still a pilot being developed and everything, there was a lot of drawings of Angel Dust as a bunny. So I recommend looking that up. I very much love Angel Dust bunny form. And of course, Shiny La Bunny is pink, and the way La Bunny is, it was meant to be. It was meant to be. Alright. We are going to Iron Defense. Boost that iron. Of course you bounced. You're a frog. No special attack though, but my stamina went up. Yeah. No, that's just stuck in my head now. Sorry. Of course you use bounce. Sometimes you just gotta bounce. No, Jimbei! I just think this Pokemon's so funny. Being the bridge. Just a bridge. Oh, you also have stamina. Nice. Haha! We were able to do the thing. Despite being paralyzed. Aha! That explains it. I transported one of mine into the game, one of my Zoroark. I just haven't done anything with it yet. I want to. I just need to figure it out. Jinbei, do I want you to stay in this precarious situation? I think I'm gonna bring out the Gudra. And we'll do that. I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. Captain stereotypes between them is my cause. Uh-oh. The bridge is attacking! The bridge is attacking! Squish the bridge! The bridge could not hold up. It was squashed. Show the world, born to be your hero. Born to be your champion. Born to be your hero. Born to be the very best. I just watched that movie recently. But one couldn't tell. Alright, we're gonna do our thing. We're gonna do that. Because that was very handy last time. Sometimes you gotta bounce. Sometimes you gotta bounce it out. Haha, lower your speed. Ooh. Ah! Damn! I was hoping I had a high enough stamina. Apparently not. Oops. Well, at least Gudra's still standing. I'm still standing. Alright, let's see. See if we can get a... You know what, actually, just kidding. Jinbei, you're in rough shape. Can we get a flame charge in? Ha! Thank you. Oh, well, there we go. The answer is no, we could not get a flame charge in. Mm-mm. You tried, Gudra. You tried. I think I gotta make Gudra faster. I think that's a solution we can put in here. I mean, yeah. I mean, why not? I'm waiting for them to pull out a Mega. I am very excited to get other stuff in here other than Megas. Megas, for more reasons, are like my least favorite gimmick. Because if you read a lot of the Mega Evolution Pokédex entries, they're all like, it forces the Pokemon to evolve against its will and it causes a lot of pain or distress or breaks their jaw open, or the mama Kangaskhan is very worried that her baby's gonna get deaded. And like all this other stuff that's like really mean and heartbreaking. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Um, so so close. I really honestly like the Gigantamax because another thing I had an issue with the Mega is that you were, especially in the original Megas, like you were very, very limited on what Pokemon you could use. You know, it was only a select Pokemon had Mega, and everyone wanted at least a Mega on their team, and then you figure out the meta, and oh, 1 HP. Yeah, and everyone had like a lot of the same, a lot of the same stuff. So it kind of made it dull, I feel. But with Gigantamax or Z moves and everything, it allowed for you to use like your favorite Pokemon in battle. And I really appreciate that because it actually feels more genuine. We're gonna die, it's okay. Um, and then the Mega, like battles, meta, and everything. Um, Clearly I'm not one who goes for the meta. Okay, are we gonna get our Mega here? I mean, no, because I'm gonna die before that. Oof. Oofy oof. Oofy kadoofy. I lost to Nico! I'll probably do a couple more games. I'll do one more game, because my cutoff is 12. So, we'll get Angel Dust in here. Maybe Angel Dust will give us some better luck. You know? Who are we doing? Don't tell me! I love how creative people can get through usernames. Oh, they got the grass types. Alright, Angel Dust. We'll put Goo. Look at the Goodra. We have 2 grass types. We have a water electric type. We'll try Jinbei. We're not in it to win it, we're in it to learn. Notes for next time, and have fun, and be silly, and get me out of bed. Ta-da. Mission accomplished. Hey, that's another clear. Oof, I picked the wrong side for Gudra here. I mean, for Goo. My bad. Haha! Let's see, Drain Punch. Yeah. We're gonna do Substitute, because I'm sure you're going to try. I feel like this might be better. So they're gonna one-shot you. Though we had to replace with the Gudra. Haha! Didn't do nothing. Except for lower your speed. Get that substitute in. If I ever were to become a substitute teacher, I would want to get one of those, like, substitute pins and just have it on. Because I think it'd be really funny. Haha, see, this is why I switched. We're gonna get some of that life back. Thank you very much. And we'll do some damage here. Punch it! Abs of Steel. No, there it goes. Where are we gonna go? Who's coming out next? Stay tuned. Next time on Pokemon Champions New Edition. Aha! Good swap. T-Tar! Making it Sandy Wandy. Woohoo! Extremely effective. Let's see if we can get rid of T-Tar. Because T-Tar's probably gonna Mega Evolve. And even though it's a female T-Tar, when it Mega Evolves, its blue belly turns to red. So, you know. No. Okay, that's fair. I thought they were gonna Mega. I was clearly wrong. Goodbye, Gudrun. Goodbye, Gudrun. Okay. Time to switch in for a T-Tar. Now, I do believe you cannot use Protect twice in a row. Get rid of their T-Tar! Maybe I'm wrong. I'm about to find out. Oh, there it is! I knew it! I knew they were gonna do the Mega T-Tar. See? Told you its belly changed. Watch that. Rocks fall, everyone dies. End of D&D session. Well, but at least I got some life out of it. Yep. Yep. That's, yeah. Sounds about right. Ah! I gotta go back to the drawing board in the training room and really change things around. People, you know, I should look into the meta. I don't normally look into the meta. Maybe I should. I'm kind of, one of those people like, I know, I don't want to be in the meta. I want to figure it out by myself, but clearly, maybe that's not working for me out, you know? Just saying. Do-do-do-do. You use Protect. Yup. You use your fake. Goodbye, Angel Dust. Damn, Jinbei. Well, maybe I will end just in time with my cutoff. How about that? Ha! Haha! At least I took out one of their Pokemon. It wasn't completely for nothing. I had that really good game earlier, so I'll take that. Literally nothing. That's okay. I'll make them kill me. See? The end. Lost to Donnie. That's fire. Bah, bah, bah. We're done getting our booty kicked. What achievement getting the most thrashings in a session? My profile still has me with pink hair. Can I? Why can't I change my icon to what it actually look like? Ooh. Bird keeper? Swim trunks guy? No. Typhlosion admirer? I don't know. Swimmer, dragon tamer, kindler. None of these are any good. See, I'm in rank 1 for the double up at rank games. I've been changing my teams around and I clearly, for good reason, don't feel confident having them compete in rank just yet. Alright. Well, thank you all for hanging out at my stream, helping me beat the morning depression. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day for everyone who hung out. And if anyone sees this later, if you do, I'm Sally. I don't know. Words. Anyway, have a rainbow-tastic day. Bye-bye!